You get a chance to really kind of get out in front of a lot of teams you've been in to see, a couple of teams already. You're starting to kind of get a sense of what this is all about.
Right. Oh yeah, it's been a great experience. Just kind of leaving after leaving college and kind of exploring and figuring out my game and where I fit and just expanding on certain things. It's just been a great process overall.
Heard you've been in to see a couple of teams. When you start to talk with teams, what are you hearing back from them?
Um, just kind of like they kind of ask like obviously like background how my background is. They ask me like how I feel about like playing in the league for a year sometimes. How I feel about being like sometimes maybe a second round pick or whatever the case may be. But those are really the main things I really hear back from them.
When you get a chance to kind of showcase now, are you realizing that just kind of takes one team to kind of fall in love with you?
Yeah, that's what Aaron Turner's always told me, my agent. He always said, like, it only takes one team. You can get 30 workouts. That one team, only one team to fall in love with you.
Now I heard you went into Chicago. What's it like when you get in with Chicago and the Bulls are kind of taking a look at you and it starts to get real that maybe you could play in the NBA?
Oh, yeah, I was in Chicago, yesterday? I think it was yesterday, actually. Yeah, it was a great experience. Love the organization, love Chicago as a city. Just like it's kind of surreal, just kind of like seeing like everything unfold and like it's almost like a dream come true in a sense.
Walk me through your day a little bit. What's a day like when you're preparing for the draft?
Depends on the day. Let's say a normal day, I wake up. We'll have send us a schedule the night before, whether I work out at 9, 10, or 11. Have that workout. Then we'll end up having strength and conditioning around 2. Then if we get up extra shots later in the day, we'll go get up extra shots for around like 7 or 8.
For you, do you like the idea of being able to just work on your craft? You know, as a college student, it's always tough. You got to balance a lot of different priorities. But when you're in this process, every day you get a chance to get better, right?
Oh yeah, every day you gotta take the fullest advantage of it. So I mean, every day like I don't have to worry about getting up, working to school. Like times I was spending in the classroom, I can spend in the gym now. So just kind of feel like that helps me evolve a little bit.
For you, what do you feel like your game is at the next level? What do you feel like you bring to an NBA team?
To start off, like my first probably few years or so, I'll probably be more of a 3-and-D guy. Stretch the floor, play defense, make hustle plays, rebound the ball, things like that. But as I grow, look to expand on my game, work out the pick and roll maybe a little bit, just like expand from there.
The big knock on you was just how inconsistent you were at Xavier. Is that a product of just kind of situation and kind of where the team was? Do you feel like maybe that wasn't maybe who you really are as a player?
No, I don't think I'm inconsistent at all. At Xavier, I know my stats showed I was inconsistent. I was mainly like playing at that school. It was great. It was a great experience. Great guys, great coaches. Just kind of like my situation and the way I was playing at that school didn't really allow me to showcase my full talents. And with that being said, it's kind of hard to stay consistent not doing something I'm used to doing.
Is that kind of the tough part of all of this, is that you go to school and then you're kind of in a system, in a situation you don't necessarily control, then you're trying to go to the NBA and you're judged on that part of it?
Yeah, I'll come in and people would just assume like, oh, he could shoot a little bit, play defense, a little athletic. But like I know on the flip side, like I know what I can really do and like my full potential. So when I know that and seeing what teams already have like in their head, just kind of like now it's kind of to me like prove them that what I can do and show them what I can do.
You come into this with a little bit of a chip on your shoulder?
A big chip. I wouldn't even call it just a big chip because I feel like I have a lot to prove. I feel like a lot of the guys who are in the draft this year, I'm just as good if not better than. So I gotta show that.